Joined now by Limerick captain Cillian Fahy after their league final victory. Cillian, thoughts on that victory?
Yeah, look, it was a very tight game. Look, the goals won for us in the end. You know, there were three well taken goals. Really was the difference in the end. So look, we're just delighted to have battled on and got over the line.
Talk about the goals, but the reaction to Wexford getting level, a couple of goals came after that. That shows huge, for want of a better phrase, balls from the team.
Yeah, definitely. Look, like the character's there and has always been there. You know, even a couple of the games throughout the year, like where we've won close games that maybe we wouldn't have won over the last couple of years. So definitely shows a lot of progression and shows a lot of character, and came out in bucket loads today. So we're delighted with that. Yeah.
From your own point of view, captaining the team to a title in Croke Park, it must be some feeling.
Yeah, it was special. Yeah, it was special. You know, just following on from the lads that were there before me, Ian and Donal and Shawnee Buckley from my own club. So just even to be in kind of the same conversation as those three names is, yeah, it's really special. Yeah.
Cillian, to get up the steps to the Hogan stand, what was that moment like?
Yeah, it was special. Yeah, it was a bit emotional as well, and you know, meeting family and stuff after was emotional. You know, so it only hit me when I came down, kind of a thing. You know, and met parents, and my grandmother was there as well today. So yeah, to see them in tears and to see the joy that it brought to them really, I suppose, hit home after. Yeah.
What do you think this can do for Limerick football? Like, a national title in Croke Park is huge.
It is massive. Yeah. Look, I suppose we're taking it game on game and week on week. It was definitely it's definitely something that we looked at the start of the year. You know, we needed to try and work our way up the divisions for just even to keep getting better and to keep playing at as a highest standard as we can. And look, who knows where it'll take us. So look, it's just to keep going now, and we've Cork next week, so to try and put in a big performance there as well.
Jimmy Lee's role, he plays it down a lot, but he's been huge for this group.
Oh, he has. Look, he's kind of, look, he is the glue that holds it all together. Like, he brings it all together. He's a special character, like, and you know, we love him to bits. And like, look, the management team around him, Mihal, especially, and all the coaches and everybody that works in the background, it's a really special group to be a part of. And you know, really happy with where we are at the moment.
Yeah. Right up to 3/4 of the way through the match against London Northern Ruislip, you know, we've gone 17 games already at that stage without a win. Were you ever begin to doubt whether you could ever turn it around?
No, look, I kind of said during the week as well, like, when we came back this year, the last 2 years was really, there was a line drawn in the sand, and like, it is a new group, you know, even from the league final in 22, like, there's probably 10 or 11 of us left, you know, so we're in the minority now. And when we came back this year with the new faces, young faces, they really brought a new energy, and it really was a focus to draw a line in the sand, and it's a new group and we're building something new. And it's something that I suppose we'd hope over the next 4 or 5 years that the older lads can contribute to it and the younger lads can drive it, you know. So it was a big milestone to get that win, but it was more just for this group to get things rolling.
Yeah. In a way today, like, and the game against Wicklow, it showed Limerick footballers kind of almost like the Limerick hurlers when they were getting the 4 in a row, that they knew exactly what they needed to get over the line. Do you feel that's the way the team has developed this season?
Yeah, no, look, I suppose it was the character, it was the never say die attitude. It was, but look, we've always had that. I think, you know, it takes special character to represent Limerick football as well, in that, like, you know, they're not doing it for the plaudits, they're not doing it for a clap on the back, they're doing it for their clubs, their families, and each other, the other lads in the dressing room. So it was a great sign of their character to come back, and we knew it was there. We just needed to get it out and keep getting it out and keep pushing each other.
And you hope now to carry that belief forward next week against Cork in the Championship?
Absolutely. Look, it's going to be a difficult game. Like, they're playing in Division 2, they're playing 2 divisions above us, so it is going to be a difficult task. But look, we'll prepare now during the week. We'll recover and prepare, and we'll go and we'll see what we can do. See if we